John had always been an average student, never really standing out in his classes or taking a particular interest in any one subject. When he graduated from high school, he wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do with his life. He felt pressure from his parents and friends to go to college, but the idea of 4 more years of school didn't appeal to him. Instead, he decided to take a year off and figure things out. At first, John enjoyed his freedom. He spent his days hanging out with friends, playing video games, and working a part-time job at a local restaurant. But as the year went on, he began to feel a sense of restlessness. He knew that he couldn't spend the rest of his life working in a dead-end job, but he wasn't sure how to break out of the rut he had found himself in. One day, John ran into an old friend from high school who had gone on to become a successful entrepreneur. His friend was driving a flashy car and wearing a sharp suit, and John couldn't help but feel a twinge of envy. When his friend asked him what he had been up to, John felt embarrassed to admit that he had been wasting his time. But his friend was kind and understanding, and he listened patiently as John expressed his frustration. "You know," he said, "I wasn't always successful. I had to work really hard to get where I am today. But it all started when I decided to take a chance and go to college." John felt a spark of inspiration. He had never considered going to college, but maybe it was worth a shot. He applied to a local community college and was accepted, and he began taking classes in business and entrepreneurship. At first, it was tough. John had been out of school for a year, and he wasn't used to the rigors of college life. But he was determined to succeed, and he worked tirelessly to keep up with his coursework. As he learned more about business and entrepreneurship, he began to feel a sense of purpose that he had never felt before. Years later, John would look back on that chance encounter with his old friend as a turning point in his life. He knew that if he had never taken that road not taken, the road that led him to college, he would never have found the success and happiness that he had always wanted.